Hello, this is Marla at Twinstrology, and this is a channeled message for twin flames, twin souls, divine partnerships regarding the energy of the full moon in Cancer that's happening today, July 4th, 2016. I'm going to take care of some housekeeping before I get started. First of all, thank you everyone for your support. I'm so grateful for it, for following me on Facebook at Twinstrology and also Eclipse Astrology and Tarot, for subscribing to my other channel, Eclipse Astrology and Tarot, where I do weekly energy reports, for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you so much. And I will put links to those in the comments if you don't follow me there and you would like to. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can visit my website, which is eclipseastro.com. I do astrology readings and tarot readings. And lastly, if you would like more information about the energy that's occurring right now, you can purchase a video that I did with Carrie Turcotte called Shifting into the 5D Matrix, and that's for sale for $9.99. You can go to carrieturcotte.com and purchase it under the heading The Vibe Report and Twinstrology Shifting into the 5D Matrix. You can also find the link to it on my Facebook page, Twinstrology. And that video covers what's happening from the full moon in Sagittarius that happened 2 weeks ago until the end of July. And it's both me and Carrie discussing the energies. I'm talking about the astrology. Carrie's channeling messages from Spirit. And we've had great feedback from people so far. Okay, let's get to the reading. This is a little spread that I made up myself this morning. When I woke up, I felt strongly guided to channel a message, and using a bunch of different decks here, I think I've got a really good reading for you. So the first card is this one here in the middle. It's Justice. And this is representing the energy of the Cancer new moon for the collective twin flames. So with this new moon, balance is being restored. This new moon has a lot to do with karma. And I've been talking about karma in my other readings for a few weeks. It's been coming up in a lot of private readings that I'm doing for twin flames. And the asteroid karma is tightly conjunct this new moon. Of course, we also have Saturn retrograde, we have Chiron retrograde, we have Mars finally going direct, but aspecting Chiron. So very much a time of releasing karma. And this is having the effect of really unblocking twins. Adjustments are being made right now. And everyone needs to just trust that a fair outcome is guaranteed for everyone in this situation. The universe is here now, ready to dispense justice. And twins should have faith that all the hard work that they've been doing will be justly rewarded. The next card is the positive manifestations of this new moon energy for twin flames. And it's the one at the top here. It's the Devil card. So this new moon is helping twins to break free, facing our demons. Of course, Pluto is opposite this new moon and opposite Venus, also aspecting the node. So it's a time for letting go and for breaking free. All the things that have been holding twins back, the karma, the karmic relationships, the codependency, addictions, fears, ego, all of that is shifting. The energy is allowing twins to finally break free of whatever was holding them back. In a lot of cases, all right, it had to be this way. There's a universal timing in effect right now. So, in a lot of ways, you have to forgive your twin for what seems like their very negative behavior towards you. Because it's all been planned ahead of time. And there's still plenty of twin ones that still are in the process of breaking free from situations themselves. You know, this is collective energy. So every twin flame on the planet is going through this right now. This card at the bottom, I want to say as well, with the Devil card, releasing these energies is going to help the twins open up. Meaning not just open up to each other, but open up globally to start fulfilling their missions. Okay, and so the card at the bottom, Two of Swords, this is representing the negative manifestations of the new moon energy. So you could be dealing with some negatives as well as positives. And the Two of Swords shows that there's still some fear for some around making the decision that needs to be made. All are feeling the call right now to make changes. But some are stuck. Okay, some people are in two minds still. They're still in the ego mind while trying to let their higher self come in. They're still in the process of integrating the changes. And it's nothing to worry about. It's more like energy is stuck. And if this is the case with your union, you might feel it. And talk to your higher self about ways that you can unstick this energy. This card on the left, Isis. This is the goddess overseeing this new moon. And Isis is about past lives. Her message is, this situation involves your past life memories. And if you recall, I had this card as well in my weekly reading at the Sagittarius full moon. This old karma is still in play. A lot of old fears are surfacing right now for clearing that are stemming from past lives. There's a need to confront our shadows, our subconscious, and clear this out. Okay, Mars has been doing a lot of that work, especially in aspect to Chiron, and now Chiron's gone retrograde. I think we'll be dealing with this past life energy for a while. Neptune's involved in trine to the new moon as well. And Neptune is also affecting the past lives. There's quite a bit of aspects being made to the north and south node as well. And I think the biggest issue is the separation that twins have gone through in many, 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 many lives, and a subconscious fear that that's going to happen again. And that you'll have to experience the pain of that again. The card on the right, Galactic, is representing the karmic energy that's coming in for the collective right now. So I'm being told that, galactic energy is flooding in right now in order to assist us. You're likely dealing with ascension symptoms. This galactic energy is also bringing in your soul family. And Cancer, the sign Cancer, is the seat of the soul, and it represents home and family. But on a broader, deeper scale, it represents your soul family. And your soul family is ready to connect with you now to a greater extent. And you will see twin flames coming together in many ways with their soul family. This energy is also affecting twins in that you're dealing with, in some cases, not feeling at home here on Earth right now. A lot of twins are very strongly connected to the galactic energy, star seeds, different galaxies. And you might not feel that connected to Earth in the way that the Earth operates, the laws that govern us on Earth, the man-made laws I'm talking about, as far as things like marriage, religion. These might be starting to feel very uncomfortable for you. And you may feel, just a feeling of not being in your home. Again, this is Cancer energy, but I'm feeling like you're going, where is my home? I don't feel like this is my home. But your soul family will be there to comfort you. And your very purpose here is to break these patterns. And that's part of the reason why they're feeling so uncomfortable to you right now. This card on the top left is the overall new moon energy for Twin 1. So again, I'm not resonating with the terms runner, chaser, or stayer, or not even really masculine and feminine. Because there's a lot of men carrying the feminine energy, and there's a lot of females carrying the masculine energy. You'll know which twin you are. So for Twin 1, the overall energy you'll be feeling at this new moon is the 9 of Arrows. So there's a feeling of hopelessness, of being demoralized. Your fears are getting the best of you, worrying too much, not being able to sleep at night. You might not be able to sleep at night due to upgrades, actually, as well. All right, the message that I'm getting, number 1, it's important not to be overwhelmed right now by all the hype that's going on in the twin flame community about how all the twins are coming together. And if you're not feeling like you are making progress with your twin, you may even feel right now like you're going backwards with your twin. The message is not to get hung up on that. Don't let your fears get the better of you. Everything's fine. Think of the Justice card. We're coming into balance right now. And so the way that it may take for you to come into balance is to have some bumps. If you've got an energy block in your union, you may need something to come in and shake it up. Just remember that the universe is guaranteeing a fair outcome to the situation. Another thing that I'm seeing twins are feeling is your twin is being very spiteful to you and being very much in their ego. Okay, think of the Devil card. Okay, we're breaking free from the chains that were binding you. So it's stressful, it's painful, it's difficult. No one really knows what the hell's going on. And I want to tell you that when people wake up spiritually, their ego often goes into overdrive because the ego does not want you to put your higher self in charge. It's very threatening to the ego because the ego thinks it has to protect you. And so your ego will play all kinds of tricks on you in order to fear letting it go. And so very often on the spiritual path, people, their ego gets stepped up right before it's let go. Sometimes it takes the ego to go into overdrive in order for the person to see the absolute, what's the word I'm looking for? The absolute preposterousness of it all and the games that the ego plays and how ridiculous it is. Sometimes it needs to really exert itself in order to really be seen. So don't stress about that if your twin is in their ego. Focus on yourself and making sure that you're balanced and you're not going into your ego, because it's time for you to open up. And you're not going to be able to open up if the ego is on the forefront, because the ego will put you in fear of keeping your heart open. And lastly, I'm also having people ask me about not feeling their twins right now energetically. Again, that's nothing to worry about. It's just a stage, especially when you're integrating great changes. You won't feel your twin. Or if they're going through a very difficult time, you likely won't feel them. It's temporary. Don't stress over it. The next card over here on the left is hopes, dreams, or fears, blocks that are affecting the energy of Twin One. And here we have the desire card. So what is kind of blocking Twin One right now is being overcome by their desires. You can see on this card we have Tristan and Isolde, and they're embracing very tightly. What I'm getting from this is that Twin One is trying to hold on too tightly still, and it's because of all the fears that's coming up with the Nine of Swords. And what I'm being told is just you have to loosen up a bit. This card is the Chariot and the regular Tarot. And the Chariot represents victory, but victory that comes through strength of will and balance. So think about the charioteer and the white horse and the black horse. And the charioteer has to hold the reins very tightly. He's got to control the horses. He's got to keep them balanced. Otherwise, he'll veer off course. And this is very much the message for you right now, to stay focused and don't let your desires or your fears pull you off course. And your desires here are turning into your fears because you're desiring a certain outcome so much. And if you're not seeing immediate results of that right now, it's gonna take you off course. So you have to stay focused, knowing that you'll be victorious. Okay, so staying positive as well. It's a balancing act, okay? We have to, you want to keep control of the horses but it's a very fine balance. On the right hand side, the card at the top is the overall energy being experienced by twin number 2 at this new moon. And you can see that this is the Two of Cups. This is the card that I usually take to mean a twin flame union. So twin number 2 wants to come into union with you. They want to reconcile with you. They're trying to come into balance. They're trying to heal themselves in order to be able to come forward for you. And the new moon should have them being more cooperative with you. You might want to check out my friend Dio's video that he did for the new moon, because he got the same message about twin 2 needing to cooperate more and communicate more. I'm feeling that twin 2 very much wants to open up to love right now. It's like I'm getting the sensation that their hearts are like bursting out of their chest. But there's still fear there of letting it truly come out. And they're afraid of a lot of things. The separation. They're afraid of being vulnerable. They're afraid of what it's going to mean for their regular life. And everyone is going through this energy right now of what's real and what's not real. We've got Neptune aspecting this new moon, which is bringing in a lot of unclarity. And this is also the shifting energies. The shifting energies. The merging of the energies. Again, it's just a temporary, nothing to worry about. They're saying look in your heart and you'll know what's real and what's not real. They don't really want us to stress about anything right now. The next card is the hopes or fears or blocks that's affecting twin number 2. And it's the transformation card. I just want to say with the Two of Cups too. Okay. Twin 2 is waking up to the realization of who you are. Don't worry about that. They're seeing themselves reflected in you. And they are undergoing a transformation. You can see this is Pluto on there, again, who I talked about overseeing the new moon. Not overseeing, I'm sorry, opposing the new moon. So, Twin 2 is going through the death of their old self right now. They're going through a lot of changes. They have to let go of what's no longer serving them. Again, it's a difficult process. And if Twin 1 thinks about, all that they've gone through, I think that they'll realize the struggle that Twin 2 is having, and you'll find compassion for them. And this is Twin 2 having to surrender to their higher selves right now. All right, then we have messages of guidance from the Ascended Masters and the angels for each twin. So the message from the Ascended Masters for Twin 1 is let it go, Kuan Yin. And if you watch my weekly readings, this was the card that came up for the goddess overseeing this new moon in that reading. And Kuan Yin's message is basically that it's not a time to really be pushing very hard. There's a very strong current of energy from the universe right now coming in, and you don't want to push against it. Let go of the negative emotions. Okay, there's a lot of water energy right now that can be bringing up a lot of deep emotions for you. Try not to get hung up there. Try to forgive your twin for anything that you feel they might have done to you. Forgive yourself. Remember that your twin is a mirror for you. So if you're feeling anger towards them, you're feeling unforgiveness, they're going to reflect that back to you. So again, like the Charioteer card, just stay balanced. Let the universe handle it. Remember, we have the Justice card here telling us that there's going to be a fair outcome for everyone. And that many people are going to be surprised at the direction that their life takes over the next few months. Try not to be judgmental at this time as well. Try and see the other person's point of view. And forgive yourself. Most important. Remember the mirror thing. If you're not forgiving yourself for things that you feel you might have done or not done, they can only reflect that back to you. The Ascended Master message for twin number 2 is work your magic, Saint Germain. So Saint Germain's message to twin 2 is that they have the power to bring this situation under control, that they have the power to manifest, that they have magical abilities that come from past lives, that they need to stay positive, focus their intentions towards what they desire, It says your clear and focused intentions, positive expectations, prayers, decrees, and action steps all create the healing and manifestations you desire. Decide clearly what you will and won't accept in this situation, as your clarity will bring immediate results. Have steady faith in a positive outcome. Study alchemy and manifestation principles. Saint Germain can also be called on to use his violet flame in order to clear past life karma. Saint Germain himself is a twin flame. His twin's name is Portia. Some of you, if you're not familiar with the violet flame, you might want to look into the violet flame and all the uses that it has for clearing energy. And so the message here is that twin 2 it's a time for them to be waking up to their abilities as far as manifestation goes. How their thoughts are affecting this situation. And really a message for all twins with that one. All right, now the angels' message for twin 1 is trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. The first thing that I'm getting with this is for twin 1, your angels and your spirit guides love you and are supporting you. And they're showing you signs and synchronicities, and they're trying to give you messages, and they want you to believe in the messages and the signs that you're getting. I know many of you are feeling, you're questioning that the signs that you're getting because the signs are not reflecting what's occurring in 3D. And clearly the message here is just believe in the signs right now. If you had a question in mind during this reading, or maybe you got a message during this reading, trust that message. Know that the angels are supporting you as you move forward with your changes, as you put your ideas into action. Many of you will be stepping in to your mission more fully. And the angels are supporting you in that. If you feel vulnerable, ask your angels to reassure you with emotional, spiritual, and material comfort. Additional meanings of this card: don't worry about the details, as they'll take care of themselves as long as you go along. So the message there, don't fight the universal flow. Okay. Forget the 9 of arrows. Don't worry. Don't stress. When you get the guidance to do something, just do it. And let the details take care of themselves. Another meaning of this card, go for it. Your idea is valid and divinely inspired, and you're safe to make changes and move forward. And the angel's messages for twin number 2 is time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So for Twin 2, they're being guided that it's time to leave. And if you're Twin 2, you know the situation that's being referred to right now. Many of you are being called to leave relationships behind, karmic relationships. And that's bringing up a lot of fear and insecurities. They don't know where they're going to go or what's going to happen to them if they let these relationships go. The angels are asking Twin 2 to call on them. The angels want to help you transition in the best possible way, in the most painless way for everyone involved. The angels ask you to surrender any guilt or negative emotions to heaven, as your energy needs to stay very high right now. Additional meanings of this card: completion and the end of a cycle are at hand. The purpose has been served in this relationship or situation. Surrender and release. Call upon Archangel Azrael for help with grieving and Archangel Michael for help with courage. So nothing to fear. An absolutely beautiful and uplifting message from Spirit today. And I would like to thank Mother, Father, God, my higher self, my angels, guides, the archangels, and the ascended masters for assisting us with this message today. I love you, and I will talk to you in a few weeks.